Is Terence Crawford just not a pay-per-view star? He absolutely is a pay-per-view star. Stop messing around. He's definitely, probably after that performance against Errol Spence, he could be right there with Tank, but a lot of people are saying in the boxing world, Gervonta Davis sells more than Terence Crawford. Yeah, but after that kind of performance against a top level fighter, people are going to give Terence Crawford that respect, and he's going to have that leverage to sell more pay-per-views. Gervonta Davis is obviously the master of, promoting a fight right now. Like, in the face of boxing, Gervonta Tank Davis is that guy when it comes to selling. I think that him and Ryan, obviously, that was obviously going to blow up, but people come to see Tank. That's the thing. A lot of people come to see Tank, and that's why a lot of people think that Tank and Crawford, even though it's not really a realistic fight, that would be more realistic for Crawford in his mind. I bet. I'm telling you guys. I'm not just, making conspiracy theories. In Terence Crawford's mind, Tank's a more realistic opponent than anybody else at 47. That's why the Boots fight is great, but is he going to stay for Boots at 47? But I think he would for Tank. That's the difference, because he knows that Gervonta Tank Davis can sell. And not to say that Terence Crawford can't sell. Like, people say that too. They said even with the $650K that he was able to do with Errol Spence Jr. in their fight on July 29th, that was a lot of Errol Spence. A lot of Errol Spence's fans. That's what people are saying. They're saying that Errol Spence was the draw in that matchup. No, this was both guys. This was just as much Terence Crawford as it was Errol Spence. Both guys had a great reputation. They both put it on their line, put their O's on the line, and Bud was the guy that came out victorious. But Terence Crawford and Gervonta Tank Davis, like, that would just obviously do numbers. And then you have guys like Terence Crawford and Canelo. That's a big fight as well. Like, and I'm not saying like it's gonna happen, because obviously they're like 20 pounds between each guy. Like Crawford and Canelo, like 20 pounds, and then you have Crawford and then Tank, 20 pounds. But if Crawford can push 47 and wait for Tank, that's a mega fight. That's a fight for Bud. Even though that he said that making 47 isn't easy for him, I think he would do it if it's for Tank, because that's a mega fight. Like, and if you think you're confident and can beat Tank, and you have advantages, that's a very winnable fight if you're Terence Crawford. So to fight a guy like Tank, that's a mega fight. That is a huge, huge fight for the sport of boxing. Al Heyman, start writing up these contracts, send them out, and get these boys in the ring. I'm just kidding. Like, I'd like the fight to happen, but obviously it's a little bit out there for sure. But I never say never. We've seen crazier fights. We've seen Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. Like, these kind of fights could happen. And I think that Terence Crawford, he's more business savvy than he's ever been. He knows who's going to make money. He's given his respect to Gervonta Davis and has said, he's basically put to sleep every guy that he's fought. He's made them quit. But, against Terence Crawford, it's a different story. And I understand that. He has all the right to say that, because Terence Crawford, he's at 47 and he's basically ready to go to 54, but he's wiped out 47, beat everybody by stoppage that he's fought at welterweight. So he's the king of the division, undisputed, first to ever do it. In the male sport of boxing, obviously you have Clarissa Shields who's done it, but it's a different story. I feel like, Terence Crawford is just a different breed, to be honest with you guys. I've never seen such a dominant performance in what was said to be such a competitive fight in the lead up, So I think Tank and Terence Crawford's a mega fight. I think Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez is a mega fight. But Canelo, I don't know what he plans to do with his next fights. I think, like, if you really want to make money, what are the biggest fights that Canelo could be in that are going to make him a lot of money? I think, well, the Jermell Charlo's locked in. This is a 3-fight deal. So that already takes up the #1 spot for the first fight. And then the second one, if he fought David Benavidez, mega fight, and then finishes it off by fighting Terence Crawford, and then after that both guys retire. That would be crazy. Like, that would be insane. If Terence Crawford beats, I would pick Terence Crawford to beat Canelo Alvarez at this point in his career. I think years back it's a different fight, but I would probably still pick Terence Crawford anytime. But Terence Crawford and Canelo, that's a big fight. Imagine they fight each other. It's both each other's last fights. Terence Crawford beats Canelo Alvarez. one of the most highly respected fighters in the sport, arguably the best Mexican fighter of all time. Terence Crawford goes in there and beats him and then retires. Like, you call that, because you're going to make all the money in the world if you fight Canelo or if you fight Tank. Like, that's just guaranteed. Terence Crawford, he's probably the pound for pound #1 best fighter in the world right now, but there's still guys with bigger fan bases. Like, he knows that. Like, I'm sure Terence Crawford, he's obviously not dumb. He knows that there are people with bigger fan bases. Like, Ryan Garcia probably has a bigger fan base than he does, but he's a better fighter than Ryan Garcia. Like, that two things can be true, you know what I mean? Like, but Terence Crawford, man, I really hope he's open to fighting Tank. Like, that'd be crazy. Tank and Terence Crawford, that's a huge fight. They both respect each other, but I would like that fight a lot. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. Should Terence Crawford fight Tank or Canelo? Like, should he make one of those or both those fights happen? I feel like it'd be crazy. Like, I feel like there's only so many opponents besides like Boots, but like in terms of selling, and it has to make sense, and if it makes money, it makes sense, right? So let me know in the comments who you guys want to see Terence Crawford face next. But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
That's going to do it for another Nadsfight Media video, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy, Matt Nabong, with another video. Hope you guys enjoyed it all. Thank you guys for the constant support. Salute to y'all always. It's been your boy.